welcome to this episode of Diaspora Scholars TV. We are still at the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa. We are still here to keep talking to Fred Motari. We want to find out the challenges that a student goes through, particularly if you have a family, and much more about challenges you meet when you come to the U.S. So let's talk to Fred. Fred, again, nice to meet you, and nice agreeing to speak to us on this.
Yeah.
So in this segment, I wanted you to tell us a little bit about the challenges you have faced. I know there are many, but you are true to the challenge. Even walking with you, I realize you walk faster than you walk faster. You even told me you play soccer.
Yeah, I play soccer.
You injured your foot.
I got a surgery actually before my family.
Surgery?
Came, yeah.
Oh. So that's even another one of the challenges you have already gone through.
Yeah, that is true. So I've had so many challenges, but I've sailed through with God's grace and supporting friends and family members. And it has been. So if I talk about the challenges, I'll just definitely start from my master's program. One is the financial challenges.
Yeah.
And then 2 academic challenges. Then 3 is the transitioning challenges.
Wow.
Like
tell us about those.
So in terms of the financial challenges, especially in my master's program, the stipend was not enough. That's what I can say. But lucky enough, I was in a small city where we could get pay our rent. And
when you say your stipend was not enough, was it even enough to pay rent?
I can say it was enough to pay rent.
Or to pay rent only?
To pay rent and your food.
Okay.
But it's not supporting people in Africa.
You had a family back home
in Africa.
Of 4?
Of 4. So, and my wife was not working.
And they live in Nairobi?
To school, yeah.
And you were used to good life.
That is true.
But now you had come to the US where your stipend is less than what you are earning.
It's less than what I was
earning.
And
the value here, I can see what you mean, because the money here, if it was less than what you are earning in Kenya, and here things are expensive.
Yeah, things here are expensive. The rent is huge.
How much were you paying for rent at that time?
Rent I was paying $250.
$250, that's about maybe 40,000 Kenya shillings.
Yeah.
And it was a shared room.
It was a shared room because we were, I was with other 2 roommates. Yeah, so
each of you $250. That's about $750. That's about 100,000 Kenya shillings.
100,000 Kenya shillings.
There you go. So challenges of finance. Keep telling us.
So that is one of the challenges in terms of finance, because also you need to take a smaller bit of that money and pay the international fee for the students, because that's something that comes from your stipend. They expect you to pay that money. But all in all, the money, even if it's, for my case, because of the family that I was having back in Africa, I could say it was not very enough, but it was supporting, because I had to live within my means now.
Yeah.
Because I'm in a new place, new culture. And I think it's the culture shock.
There you go.
Like there is different types of food here, which you have
never seen them at home, and what you are used to is not here.
It's not here. When they say you buy spinach, the spinach that is here is baby spinach. It's not the spinach we eat in Africa.
It's not. You feel like it's not even worth it. You don't. They say you don't even need to cook it.
Yeah, you don't need to cook it. Actually, currently I'm eating one that is not even cooked because I like it now.
So tell us more about culture shock and food.
So in Africa we are used like meeting like neighbors. You can say hi to people, generally talk to people. When you have challenges, you can share with people. But here is different. It's like you are standing alone. You have to move alone. And here, the mode of transport from one point to another, there is no, like in Kenya, we are used to matatu.
There is public transport everywhere.
Now, here, no, the bus.
It's private cars.
It's private cars. So it was, you have to walk. Like students, I used to walk a distance to go and get a service. I remember when I was going to get my social security number, I had to walk a distance.
And Ohio gets cold.
Yeah, Ohio gets cold. But lucky enough, I came during summer and I did all those things during summer.
Oh, that was better. Yeah.
I had friends who moved me around, and I thank them that they moved me around. They already had cars around. So I would advise even students coming from Africa, if you are able to go to a university where you already have some Kenyans there, or if you are coming from Uganda, you have Ugandans there, or you get to international students organization or association, they would help you to move around as you adjust to the university. Yeah, I pity the people who came here as the first students because they didn't have that option of people moving them around. Yeah, so if you get to know these international students associations, you get in touch with them before you come to the university, then it is easy. Like here we have the International African Students Association.
Okay.
It usually picks students from the airport and even moves them around.
And tries to help them settle down.
Yeah, buys them the initial stuff to start with.
Yeah.
Yeah, to keep them to start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go, cultural shock. You have surmounted them. You are now eating baby spinach. But now your wife is here. I mean, she can cook for you your own Kenyan foods, right?
That is true.
So you can find maize meal here?
Yes, I go to Birmingham and
okay, that's about 1 hour away.
1 hour drive.
Yeah, but at least you find you buy enough maize flour.
Yeah, I can get maize flour. I can get
even goat meat.
Goat meat. You are right. That's where I get it from. And they cook it and we eat it because that now makes our meal, our daily meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like now I'm in Africa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So. Another challenge that you can face.
What about the issue of finances? How did it work out? Because you say it wasn't enough, but somehow you made it.
Yeah, initially you have to live
within your means.
Within your means, you have no option.
Yeah,
and
you have to adjust your lifestyle.
Yeah, even people in Africa who have your needs, you need to let them know that as for now, there is no other way. You have to live within your means.
Even if I'm in America.
Yeah. So when I moved to my PhD, that's where the stipend went up. It doubled.
It doubled. Yeah. Oh, so that was a breather.
That was a breather.
Although work increased in the lab.
Yeah, work increased in the lab.
There is a trade-off.
There is a trade-off.
Yeah.
Work increased in the lab.
And then again, also Alabama, the weather issues are not there. I mean, they are there in terms of storms, but not snow.
Yeah, it's good you came to that topic because when I was finishing my master's, I had a challenge of which university should I go to? How should I get my next step, get the scholarship? Because once you finish your master's, you either go to OPT program or alternatively you do your PhD or you go back to Africa.
Yeah. So
I had to do applications to different universities, and I got admission to the University of Cincinnati, University of Alabama, and I had to choose.
So that's another advice you are giving to people who are watching, that apply to several schools, and then when you get admission, choose the one that fits your needs.
That is true. Like the University of Alabama, they gave me a stipend to start teaching in summer before starting my program.
Oh, that was good.
Fall. Yeah.
So you started working and earning before you even started school?
Because during the summer break, you don't have money after your
master's.
Your master's.
That was a game changer.
It's a game changer.
That's when you brought your family?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was to support me.
To
settle down.
Yeah.
And now plan how to bring my family.
I'm sure you must have been very happy at that time.
I was so happy because I talked to the director of graduate students, and they agreed to give me that chance to start teaching, get paid the stipend during summer. And that worked for me. It supported me, and during the summer period to transition to start my PhD in fall 2023. So it worked for me. And then in January 2024, that is when my family joined at the end of January 2024. That is the time I had a surgery on my left leg.
So again, now health challenges. Oh my God.
So I did my exams for fall 2024 with
a plaster.
With a plaster. I remember I became so dizzy because I had a surgery a day before, and my exam was the following day.
And you didn't want to postpone the exam?
No, I did not want, because the exam was to be postponed to January. And in January, I was planning how my family was coming.
Oh.
Yeah, so I didn't want to have a bulk of things to do when my family was coming. Yeah.
So you went ahead and with a plaster and you still passed.
Yeah, that's the time I died. I remember, I can say from 6 in the morning to 1 because of the anesthesia.
Wow, 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 wow,
Yeah.
wow. That time we didn't even know what happened.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, you were telling me earlier you still play soccer. You are crazy, I think.
I love it. I've played all my life. My dad played soccer. My brothers played soccer. So it's something I've played all my life.
It's like genetic.
Yeah, I can't sit in the house.
You can.
And people are playing in the field. I told you, like, today I'm not playing because
You
I
had
was an injury.
You had an injury.
Like, yeah.
But I saw you look at the pitch like you feel like there's something really, that you are not doing that you really should do.
I should be doing, yeah.
Okay.
I balance my work, my studies, and the gym, playing, so that I need to.
It keeps you, it keeps you fit mentally,
Yeah.
because chemistry work is not easy work.
It's not easy work.
It's
You
not
need a
easy.
break.
You need a
That's
break.
what I say.
Yeah.
Sometimes things don't work out in the lab, so
Yeah.
you take a break. Yeah, breaks
So
are
you
important.
go and play soccer, you're involved in the gym, to keep fit.
Yeah, sure.
Please avoid getting injuries.
Sure.
Yeah, but I love the way you put it, because I've talked to graduate students, in other universities, and like now that you mention it, I feel like probably we should be encouraging them more to also balance, school and sports, and also try to get a little bit a feeling about how they are also managing their families, because it's very important. Your kids don't even care whether your reactions didn't work.
No, because sometimes I take them to the field, we play together.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, my wife goes to the field, we play together.
Oh, that's good.
We spend weekends together on the field running. I tell them it's good to keep fit. And that's what we usually do all the time.
All the time.
We go and play, we keep fit. Some people ask me, guys in your family, you look all fit. Yeah,
It's because you are engaged in. Actually, now that I think of it, when you guys look fit, I saw everybody is very fit, and that's very noble of you guys to be able to balance all that. You push stress away a little bit.
You have to, because you need. We say you need all the members of your life. You need sports to keep fit, because you may study, get your PhD, but health-wise you are not okay. So you need all that. You need your studies, you need your PhD, you need everything.
It's been a pleasure, Fred. You need everything. He said it. You need everything. You also need to watch Diaspora Scholars TV, because we go everywhere to meet scholars like Fred, who are killing it the way they say it in the US. Asante.
Thank you.
We'll be back. We'll track your life. Subscribe and reach out to Fred if you want, to be able to chat with him more.
Thank you.
You're a great man.